Every mother dreams of bearing an able child after 9 months of pregnancy. But what do you do when your worst fears for the health of your child now becomes your new reality and you remain as their main provider and caregiver? This is what 33-year-old Elizabeth Wanjohi faced when she gave birth to her son with cerebral palsy and her daughter who has Down syndrome. Our reporter Dolly Mwirigi Mbuvi spent a day with Elizabeth and shares this story.
We don't know how strong we are until being strong is the only choice. When Elizabeth gave birth to her children, she had no idea they were in for a lifelong commitment to intensive care.
Wow.
Elizabeth is a mother of two. Caleb, who is aged 14, has cerebral palsy, and Adasa, aged 4, has Down syndrome. This is the life of Elizabeth, a formerly trained dressmaker who has now become a stay-home mom.
Kazi sijawahi pata kazi, siwekani kazi. Juu kwanza sasa akiwa mkubwa hivyo, ukianza kuitaitwa nyumbani, unafutwa, ukiachia mtu, wanateseka.
Caleb's father left when he was only 3 months. He had lost hope of ever having a normal child. It was at the moment that Elizabeth knew she was on her own in the parenthood journey.
Wakati alizaliwa hakulia. So that is one sign ya mtoto amepata brain damage. Because mtoto ako supposed kulia the first 4 seconds. So yeye hakulia, so daktari akaniambia amepata brain damage na atamuangalia in like anamuona after every 2 weeks, anamrudisha clinic. So at 2 months ndio daktari akaniambia akona cerebral palsy. So naye nilianza therapy akiwa na 3.5 months.
Caleb began moving around using a wheelchair for 2 years. At 6 years of age, she had regained his motor senses and began walking.
The boy hakuwa na matumaini yoyote ya kuishi, because even the doctor had told us that itakuwa 50-50. Kuishi, kutembea, nini. And I thank God alituambia tu venye iko. Juu mpaka saa hizi nimeona watoto wengi wako na cerebral palsy na wengi wao bado wako kwa wheelchair. Caleb alikaa kwa wheelchair only like 1-2 years. So mzee hakuwa na hiyo nguvu ya kuvumilia. So he left when the baby was small and when we needed him most. Okay, osha hapa basi. Osha hapa.
When her daughter Adasa was diagnosed with Down syndrome after birth, Elizabeth was more devastated. Having raised her son with cerebral palsy, she was already feeling the extra weight of the new condition.
I was angry with myself, angry with everyone, angry with God, and I felt cheated. All that. I didn't know tunaanza wapi. Okay, I had walked the journey again with Caleb, but you see the conditions are different. So I did not even know what to expect. All I know is that I was angry and frustrated, and I didn't even want to go home with her.
The father to her daughter did not see the child after he got to hear of the condition of his daughter.
The dad alikuja kumwona hospitali. Akakuja akanikuta sina mtoto kwa ward. Akaniuliza mtoto wako wapi? So mimi nikamwambia mtoto wako nasali. Niambia hoye, nikamwambia amezaliwa na condition. Amezaliwa with Down syndrome. So akaniuliza Down syndrome ni nini? Nikamwambia anguko kwa simu yake, andike tu Down syndrome itakuja. Because I didn't even have strength ya kumuelezea. And so akakaa na simu yake hapo. Finally masaa ya visitors ikaisha, akanishikisha 1000 kwa mkono. Na akaniambia ati Elizabeth, hebu fikiria sana na uchunguze ni kwa nini Mungu anakupea watoto kama hao. And that was the end of the marriage.
she was overjoyed when Hadassah finally learned to walk at 2 years and is happy with the progress she's making, albeit slow. Hadassah has since learned some life skills like feeding herself and is learning how to communicate. Elizabeth confesses that she often breaks down when overwhelmed. Initially, she was worried that her children would not live their life to the fullest, and now, with more knowledge on her children's condition, and feels encouraged.
When Hadassah was born with a condition, I had to drop him ili niweze kuafford ya Hadassah. So hiyo ndio ilikuwa kitu yangu gumu sana maishani kuchoose. That was the worst time ya maisha yangu, kuchoose kati ya watoto wangu ni nani anahitaji therapy more. There are times that I felt like running away, locking them in a house and leaving and never coming back. Maisha yangu imekuwa ni kama ni mimi mlemavu, and many of the times I feel like I have become a victim of their conditions, because siishi maisha yangu tena, ninaishi maisha ya watu watatu. Like ni watu wenye hawatakuambia kitu ya maana. Hata ukiwauliza kitu, hakuna kitu anakuambia ina make sense. Hata ukiacha, tuseme umeacha kama kikombe hapa, it is either uikute hapo ama ukute imevunjwa. So lazima uwafikirie wamekasirika kwa nini. Ndio wamekuja wamekasirika, ni kwa nini wamekasirika? Lazima ufikirie walikuwa wapi, wamefanywa nini. Na saa zingine inabidi ucall mtu, walifanywa nini. So mnakosana na watu, like umeachia mtu, watoto wamekuja wako hivi. So wewe ni kama una right hata kuuliza, hata kama umeachia mtu mtoto Hadassah is still on diapers. Ukimwacha na ulikuwa umeacha diapers na mtoto amechomeka, hauna right hata ya kuuliza kwa nini amechomeka, kwa nini nini. Uliniachia mtoto mlemavu, ulikuwa unataka nifanye nini na wao?
For the last few months, Elizabeth has been preparing meals for the men working at the nearby construction site to make a living. However tiresome the struggle, Elizabeth says she's grateful that she's able to earn a living that can cater for family needs and especially the medication for her 2 children.
They are created in God's image, nasi wakosoi. But every day I pray that tomorrow will be better and brighter. And I have this hope that one day Mungu ataniondolea the sufferings and na atanipea maisha ya raha and na nisaidia, because everyone says that my children are a blessing to me. But you know, sometimes it's hard to see the blessing. Watu watakuja watakwambia maneno, but it's you living that life. Pastors will come and pray for the conditions to irreversike. And if it doesn't reverse, waku judge, hauna faith. But I know that some things it's only God and God alone. We cannot force them.